It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
One of the best-smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, he finds Worthy. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Out quickly here to Worthy. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A hit, and he has lost the football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Man in motion is Smith. To throw on second down is Hurts. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They motion the slot man left. Hurts to the air on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Mahomes. He's got his man Brown. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Mahomes back to the left side in the hands of Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They go play action with Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Third and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Mahomes now to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Man in motion is Brown. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. It's Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, here's Hurts. Got a man It's A.J. Brown brings it in. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. He'll show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Hurts working in the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one from 43 yards away. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Third and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this one complete to Brown. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Noah Gray, touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be taken down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Now it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. Second and 11. They'll run. It's Barkley. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From his end zone, it's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. So initially, I think the defense did a really nice job, Mike. They took away the quarterback's first couple reads, but he knows exactly where that check down is. He finds him. It's the running back in the flat. He ends up doing the rest. Picks up a nice gain before stepping out of bounds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Hurts again. That's caught by Goddard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. To the air again. Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Hurts will try it again. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Again, Hurts. Now he'll run. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a point. It's 14-13. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into
and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Hurts now. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A first down throw for Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Hurts. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his 1st effort. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have that 1st down. Tackle made up around the 35. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Oh! And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Smith. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run up. It's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences.
Still 3rd down.
Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the third quarter. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. Second and 7. They put Kelsey in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still second down.
Mahomes now on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On third down, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Hurts to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And in motion is Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A second down throw for Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach. This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Hurts. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now they'll be looking at third and goal.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands.
That one taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Here's a run with Hunt. Past midfield to the 45. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Motion man is Rice. Right back to the air for Mahomes. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll run with Pacheco. And he will score! Game on! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Butker now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Williams now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Hurts working in the pistol. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Well, play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Chiefs have a first down. Now Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They put Kelsey in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Mahomes now to throw again. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. A short one caught by Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll go down, back at the 4. Now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking off. Whoa. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Anytime a defense decides to blitz, Mike, they're always rolling the dice, and we see why. You bring that extra defender, and if he doesn't get home, that quarterback not only can escape the pocket, but there is a lot of room to operate downfield.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Now, on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got her. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. To throw is Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Hurts again. He gets that to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.